Sportsman of North America is in North Carolina, hanging out with the Wounded Warriors. Get ready. With Keith Powell, Mike McCabe, and Ray Howell. Get ready for Sportsman of North America. You're taken to the outdoors. This segment is brought to you by Downwind Sense.
You know, we're down here at Pender County Longbeards for the second year in a row, and we're with three of our wounded warriors.
I'm Corporal Howard, Prince George, Virginia. Now with Wounded Warrior Battalion East here at Camp Lejeune. Been in the Marine Corps 4.5 years. My job description in the Marine Corps is 2147, which is a light armored vehicle repairman with 2nd Light Armored Reconnaissance Battalion.
I'm Corporal Travis. I'm with the United States Marine Corps. I was originally from Camden, Tennessee. I've been in the Marine Corps now for about 6 years and 4 months. I just started over on my 2nd enlistment. My job in the Marine Corps, so 0311 is commonly called a grunt. What they do is locate, close with, and destroy the enemy by fire and maneuver and repel the enemy's assault by fire in close combat.
I'm Ryan Dorman. I'm currently serving in the United States Marine Corps. Been in the Marine Corps for a little over 6 years now. My job was 0311, which is infantry. And right now I'm a patient with the Wounded Warrior Battalion, which is how we were afforded this opportunity to come out and hunt with Sportsmen in North America.
All three of these guys were deployed multiple times to go to Iraq and Afghanistan and serve the country. And all three of these guys were kind of involved in the same kind of accident.
Became part of Wounded Warrior Battalion in January 2010 due to a IED that my LEV had run over back in October. I'll start out pretty normal, regular old, getting on post, getting off, and we had some Afghani border patrol come out with us. We needed to bring them to the bazaar because they wanted to get some rice and some of their food. So we brought them up there, and we were going to hold security. We were the last vehicle in the convoy. Ran over pressure plate IED. The vehicle up pretty good. Backside was pretty much destroyed. Myself and 2 other Marines were medevaced out. Don't really remember too much before the blast. First thing I really remember is being in the helo as we were getting medevac. Looking over and seeing one of my buddies' legs pretty mangled up. And looking over to the left, seeing my other buddy that was standing next to me in the back of the vehicle. Had a pretty good blast to his legs. First thing I did was kind of made sure everything was still on me. I knew what had happened at that point. Lost a lot of my hearing in my right ear. Really didn't know what was all wrong with me at that point. Tell me that I messed up my frontal lobe, my ACL, PCL, meniscus replaced. Took a little shrapnel in my left arm. I had a daughter. Wasn't able to be there for her birth. Kind of happy that I was still alive. I was gonna be able to see her when I got back. Didn't really realize how much of my speech ability and my just general motor skills I had lost. A lot of speech therapy, counseling. It's come back around. Starting to feel a little bit more normal. still have a lot of memory problems. Other than that, feel great.
Gator was happy to see you.
My leg still bothers me a little bit, but it's not too bad.
I've been in 5 blasts alone by myself. I had 2 V beds, a couple IEDs, and then the 5th time was the one that actually hurt me and ended up putting me here. I'm actually able to come out and do these hunts. We kept getting in firefights over on a certain end of town, so we'd put a 20-pound shape charger on a wall. It set off another explosion to blow through a wall. We was actually trying to just have another option because streets are lined with IEDs, which leaves you nowhere to go, so we blow a hole in a wall. Gives us another option and a route. And that one just knocked me down, blew me out, and it crushed my L5. My toes go numb, so I can't feel it. You know, when I walk, it starts hurting under my butt cheek notch. It just starts to hurt. So my back hurts constantly all the time. And just little problems that come from with it all the time. There's always going to be little issues with it. The guy that was actually with me and picked me up to that, he's dead. He didn't even make it back. So, I mean, a lot of other stuff happens when you're over there with it.
We'll be back to spend some more time with these American heroes right after this. Sportsman of North America is brought to you by Nikon, Hart Rifles, Hunter's Safety System, Lacrosse Boots, Kicking Bear, Sportsman's Hunting Gear, Scentlock, Boss Buck, Downwind Scents, World Series of Whitetails, Diamond Archery, Gaddis & Gaddis, and Can Cooker. Sportsman of North America Hunting Club is the only online hunting community that gives away a hunt each and every week to our members. If you want to go on one of these exciting hunts, it's only a mouse click away at www.sportsmanna.com. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by Boss Buck. Now more with the Wounded Warriors.
You know, the Wounded Warrior program is designed basically to get these guys back on their feet, get back out into a normal life.
In 2006, when I was injured, it was about 2:30 in the morning. We had been assigned to go on a vehicle patrol. That morning, it was probably 2 miles once we had moved on to the paved roads within the city. I was in the third military vehicle. I was actually in the turret facing the rear, doing rear security from that vehicle, and we struck a roadside bomb or IED, and it completely disabled our vehicle. I had taken shrapnel to my right leg, and the driver had taken shrapnel to the side of his face. So I helped provide security from the turret while they got the driver out, got him to a safe position for medical attention, and then I myself got out of the truck. We didn't want to make ourselves a target, especially in the middle of the street, lit up by street lights. I actually healed up pretty quick from the shrapnel wounds that I got from that, and was back at work within a couple days, back doing the mission.
You know, once again, Sportsman of North America, just real glad to be down here. We've got all of our sponsors have been generous enough to donate stuff for these guys. We've got items that you actually hang on the inside of blind. That's a real cool deal. That's from Galena Outdoor Products. We've got one of the Hunter Safety Systems muffs. We've got a new product, and it's Downwind Scent, and this is a really cool product. It's a foam product. Also, we have a journal. So as long as you be truthful, we can read your stories from Hunters Hills Journals. Also, you got a gift certificate right here from Lacrosse for a pair of boots. From Huntmore is the Huntmore chairs. Sportsman of North America is going to donate you guys a platinum membership. You know, thanks to our sponsors again. You know, great guys, we appreciate it. And hopefully we're going to put this all to good use. You know, this was the second year that the Rose Hill Gun Club had hosted this for the Wounded Warriors.
We got out here, first morning we went hunting was Friday morning, and we got out in the field. Early on it was, I think it was about 6:15. We had you know, our decoy set up. We actually set up a hen, and we set up a strutting tom. And we sat there for a little while. Once the day broke, we had a lone tom come out of the woods straight in front of us. He had a nice beard, He didn't strut. He just walked in and kind of made his way straight down toward us. The decoys were between us and him. And once he saw our tom decoy, he didn't like it too much. I guess our tom was a little bit bigger than he was, so he kind of stayed at a distance. I think he was at about 75 yards. That's the closest he got, and he just paced back and forth on about a 20-yard line, just up and back, which is outside of our wishful shot. So we kind of waited on it and see if he would come in or not, and eventually I think it took about 45 minutes for him to decide that he didn't want anything to do with our tom decoy. He would start to strut a little bit, and about the time he started to get his feathers ruffled, he would drop them back down. So just wasn't committing that day. So we went ahead and waited out the rest of the morning. That afternoon we went back out for our afternoon hunt. Got out there early. I think it was about 3:30. Got in the blind, got our decoys set up. Not much going on. About 7 o'clock, we think about wrapping it up and actually heading back in, and we decided it was probably best to wait another half hour.
Got a good beard too. Get ready. See if I can call to him.
Wasn't in a big rush. Came down to about the 80-yard mark from us and cut across the Chufa field closer to the decoys. And as he did that, we kind of got ready to take a shot if he moved in. And then he went, as soon as he got in front of us, he got about 10 yards out farther. But we called a little bit and got him to turn around and come back.
Gets to the post. Just around there.
By the time he got to that post, something didn't make sense. He didn't like something. Stood straight up, looked at us, looked back, and turned and started to leave.
Shoot him, he's turning.
He's too far out.
No.
We knew we were busted.
Nope. Get him tomorrow, mate.
Yep. See him in the morning, I guess.
We'll
Always
get him.
tomorrow, yep. Once we collected ourselves after a miss, 2 hunts, 1 bird, still a pretty good average.
We'll be right back with more Wounded Warriors. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by Can Cooker. Now, let's get to the hunts.
We got out to the field that we were hunting, made a couple calls, see if we can locate any turkeys. Right after we called, started gobbling. Did a preset stand down there. And I mean, it won't, but maybe 10 minutes later, they had four nice toms come running to us.
Hey, on nice and slow.
Look at
As soon as we seen the turkeys coming, noticed they weren't coming slow. They come running. They started coming and gobbling on the way. And they got to about, I'd say 20 yards from our decoys. And we kind of stopped and looked at the decoys. Didn't think something was right. Looked back to the corner of the field. Looked back at the decoys and looked one more time back to the corner of the field, and I just turned around and kind of nonchalantly walked away. Didn't really have a good shot. Kind of expected him to come a little bit closer, but still had a great time.
That one, if he would have took probably about 5 more steps forward.
strutting?
Not really. No, when he come in.
Stand
he
out,
started to
hand
a
out
little
one.
bit,
Yeah. Usually the biggest one's gonna strut. There you hunt right there.
Oh, I'm happy right now. They come in pretty quick.
We tried about everything we could. I'm sitting in the blind, waiting to hear them gobble and trying to stalk them, sneak up on them. Just one working out. They're a sneaky bird. Even though I didn't get lucky as far as the turkey, it was a great experience. A good time. Cameraman and guide. After the hunts, we always came back and ate some good food. And just talked about everybody's experiences that day. Just good bonding time.
We got out here this year and had to work, 10 times harder than I did last year. And I realize now why everybody, either loves turkey hunting so much or would just rather sit in the deer stand. And like I said, we busted our butts this time. We just couldn't get nothing to pan out. But, like I said, I guess it's why it's called hunting. We don't get to just go out and shoot something every time, but still absolutely love it and keep doing it, I guess, until I don't anymore. One of the hugest things that I found, that I not only I found, but I liked when I got out here, in the Marine Corps. Now, the guys you meet, you'll never ever probably be closer with them than you will anybody else. But, where I'm from in Tennessee, I don't have anybody like that in Jacksonville. It's not the same. I ain't got nowhere to hunt, which is, like I said, why this is such a huge thing. But the people that I've met while I was here are like the people I know back home, or like my family. And it's people that you absolutely grew up with and that you feel completely comfortable with and that you love. I haven't felt, like I was back with my family and friends back home until I get out here with these people, which is why you feel so comfortable. And, everything's just like being comfortable. There ain't another word for it besides comfortable.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by World Series of Whitetail.
The Wounded Warrior program is actually started by Lieutenant Colonel Maxwell, who actually fathered the program, and they have created this program for all of us, and it allows the rehabilitation aspect or the transition from military to civilian life or going back into active duty military life. It gets you ready for what your next step is after your injury, and that program has done a lot for a lot of people. Another aspect of it is the Warrior Games, which has been a good success. It gets the Marines, and they find it's like a Olympic Games that they have in Colorado, and it's out at the Olympic training facility there, and the Marines can go and do archery. They can go and do swimming competitions, wheelchair basketball, air rifle competitions, track and field, shot put, discus, all kinds of things to get them physical. And even if they have physical injuries, those games, the games are tailored to where they have an opportunity to go and participate. And it's a real good program in the fact that it shows them something besides military life and besides college and schoolwork, and something that they can be good at, and something that maybe they have talent at that they never thought about before. It gets them out and gets them active, and the program is really working out for the Marine Corps itself and for the Marines that are involved.
Just from the simple fact that, like I said, I like to thank everybody, for us being able to come out from the Pender County chapter of the NWTF, and then the Longbeard group, and they had the Men's Outdoor Ministry, which my guy was from. All these people have these different groups, but it's not just them, from the Rose Hill Hunting Club, the people I've already mentioned, but, even the camera guys, which are absolutely great. But from the from them, it goes all the way down to just, one of the guys out there, members of the country, the hunting club itself, Roy, who's out there cooking. Absolutely great people. Some of the landowners, the people I met. Like I said, I love all these guys. Charlie, I believe it's Charlie Hudson, and his wife. She made me so much food and sent it out with Charlie. I had something to eat the whole time I was there, from cookies to brownies and just big old slices of ham. And that, you can't beat it.
I want to thank Sportsmen of North America for allowing us to come out here and
first cast over here too.
Join them on this turkey hunt. They all appreciated it and had a good time.
I'd like to take an opportunity to thank all the sponsors for all the amazing gifts they sent out. I know that every single one of those gifts is going to go to great use and spend a lot of time in the field. I'd like to also thank the NWTF, and I'd like to thank Henry County Longbeards, especially Sportsmen of North America, for coming out and giving us multiple opportunities to go find birds in multiple years in a row. They've always done good and give us opportunities to get birds or do amazing hunts. So it's a good deal, and we definitely all appreciate everything they've done for us and everything that they've sacrificed their time and come out here and help guide and help video, and it's just been a real good weekend, real relaxing, and it's all I can say to say thank you, and we had a fun time.
How do you thank these guys? How do you just shake their hands and say, we appreciate your service? It's almost like it's not enough. The words just are not enough for some of the sacrifices that these soldiers go through. I guess we just do our best. We thank them and we do all we can to help them. And we don't ever forget that it's their sacrifice that affords us our freedoms.
We're from the Marine Corps Wounded Warrior Battalion, and Sportsmen of North America is our ticket to the outdoors.
Special thanks to all our servicemen and women. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching Sportsmen of North America. Go to www.sportsmanna.com to catch all the episodes you missed. Don't forget, Sportsmen of North America Hunt Club gives away a free hunt each and every week. For an online social community for hunting and outdoors, where you can meet other hunters and share photos, videos, and hunting tips, SportsmanNA.com is the new destination for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Sportsmen of North America, your ticket to the outdoors. We're changing lives one hunt at a time.
Closed captioning provided by Hunter Safety System. Don't let your next hunt be your last.
This has been a Sportsman Video production.